Marcus Hayes with Fight Hub TV. Here with Fernando Vargas Jr., the Vargas Dynasty. April 12th, Albuquerque, New Mexico, back in action. Talk to us about the fight. How excited are you to be? Look behind you, bro. You got Rampage.
I know.
And Rashad Evans getting ready to fight, bro. The rematch that everybody wanted in boxing this time around. Talk to us about the event.
No, you got legends on the card. You know, you got legacies colliding. You got the Dynasty. You got Mosey Jr., the Tapias. You know, it's a star-studded event, and I'm excited to be a part.
When we talk about the main event, we'll get to your fight in a second, but when we talk about the main event, this was a great fight.
Yeah.
One of the fights that captivated the world back in 2010. When we talk about it, it was a unanimous decision victory for Rashad Evans, but a lot of people were frustrated at the fact that he spent a lot of time holding on, hanging on. You know, the traditional UFC style, when they're not banging, they're hanging.
Right.
They're hanging on each other. So they hung on each other. There was a couple action points, but Rampage landed a couple shots, he did, but now there's no holding in boxing. This is just fisticuffs. What do you expect the main event to give?
Nah, you see fireworks. You know, you just saw with just the press conference, you know, Rashad Evans and you know, Rampage, they're going to talk their shit. But it's good because, you know, they're used to that grappling in the MMA world. But in boxing, they do separate that a lot. And, you know, you got legends on the card. So I'm pulling for Rampage. Let's see him pull it out.
And not just legends on the card. We're talking about fighting at the legendary pit in Albuquerque, New Mexico, made famous by the one and only rest in peace forever Mr. Johnny Tapia. Talk to us about fighting at a place so historic as that, bringing everything in, man. What are you looking forward most to on fight night?
It's a legendary event, you know what I'm saying? You got legends that sold that place out. So just for me to touch that soil is phenomenal. I know my dad has fought in, you know, Mandalay Bays and sold out arenas as well. So, you know, I know that my dad will guide me for that process, you know. But as we're moving, we're looking to fight someone here on this card, and I'm gonna be real with you. It was a step-up fight. It was Tarver Jr., like I said up there, and you know, for whatever reason they didn't sign it. So I'm just wondering, like, I don't know what happened on their end or anything like that, but I was training for southpaw. We got another southpaw. But, you know, just me listening to my dad, I'll be ready to go.
And break your fight down for us. What's your expectation for yourself? I know that you get better every time that we see you out. What little wrinkle are you going to throw in for this fight that we haven't seen yet?
I want to show that I could punch and I could box. My dad always sends me in there intelligent first. Mijo, primero inteligente y luego valiente. So that means, son, you box first. Use your smarts. Use your feints. Use your jabs. Stay behind your boxing ability. And then you bang when you need to. You know, and that's how he sends all of us every fight. But, you know, I want to demonstrate my skills that I'm a boxer-puncher and that I'm here to be a force to be reckoned with. You got juniors on the card. You got my guy, Mosey Jr. on the card. Very respectful whenever we see each other, you know. But
Brian Mendoza on the card.
Brian Mendoza. But
some legit guys on the card from both sides of the aisle. There.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm looking to steal the show. I know Mosey Jr. wanted to, you know, have a studded performance, but you know, I want to put my mark on the legacy. You know, a lot of people support my family and my brother Emiliano Amado, but I want people to realize that, you know what I'm saying? My lawyer's in negotiations right now with Callum. So again, Walsh, and he just had that first round knockout. So again, I'm not overlooking nobody, but these are definitely people. He's in the top 10. He's number 6, I believe. Dana White just signed that with Turki.
Huge.
I would love.
And let's get into that real quick. You're one of the guys that they may be targeting for Turki's new league in boxing.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that, Fernando Jr. What do you think about Turki Alalshikh? Number 1, his injection into the fight game. Number 2, the way that he's going about things, opening up a whole new league we haven't seen before.
I think it's great. You know, at the end of the day, there's no excuse for the big fights not happening. You know, he's getting the little guys out the way, and he's paying the fighters. And that's what I feel boxing needs. And, you know, times when my dad used to fight, you know, people would fight. And it didn't matter the record, you know, at the end of the day, but people respect fighters like that throwback style. So I think he's bringing that. You know, I think they have some fights at Times Square, but you have Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. I mean, it's just stacked. Every one of those fights could be a main event card. So, you know, I'm really excited to be a part of that. And yeah, you know, I would love, and I know my manager's already in talks for me to do something with Callum this year.
Exciting, man. We're getting Ryan and Rolly in Times Square for free. Folks can just pull up and watch the fight. What do you expect to happen when Ryan and Rolly lock horns?
Fireworks. I know Rolly, he's always in a great fight because he has power, regardless of his antics and everything that he says. You know, Rolly comes to fight. Ryan, all the things that are going on with allegations with Devin Haney and all this stuff, I know he wants to have a clean slate. So, he's coming motivated, and I see him, beating Rolly. Probably that fight has to end in a knockout, if you ask me.
Jose Ramirez, you just mentioned Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Welcoming Devin Haney back to the fight game. Jose Ramirez is one of the best guys in the division. What do you think about that fight when they come together?
It's going to be a tough fight. I know if Devin Haney sticks to his skills, I feel he could edge it out. But if his dad sends him in there again, like trying to knock somebody out, I don't believe that's Haney's style. It was a wrong game plan. If he goes in there and beats Devin, then I feel he could win, edge it out on points. But don't count out Jose Ramirez. I know he's a world champion, he's an Olympian. I know he trains with Robert, so he's coming very motivated to make a statement as well. So we're in for a treat.
And speaking of in for a treat, bro, a couple weeks ago at the press conference, we watched Teofimo Lopez smack Arnold Barbosa Jr., bro. These guys are going to be heading up to also on that card. Talk to us about that matchup and what happens after a guy smacks somebody at a press conference. When you see him the next time, what do you think goes down?
I couldn't handle that. I couldn't deal with it like that, like how he handled it. I don't know. No one's just going to slap you. But again, there was security guards there and different stuff like that. But whether it's antics to promote their fight, I just feel they've had back and forth. I mean, years ago, just beef, just who's better. So we'll see. That fight's a great fight whenever there's bad blood.
Well, no doubt, man. We'll let you get back to everything, all the festivities, bro. And then lastly for us, man, what can the fight fans expect from you on fight night in Albuquerque, bro?
This junior's gonna show up, and I'm excited. I definitely, hear everybody, the good and the bad, the comments that they say about us, and they don't fight this and they don't fight that. So, with respective fights that we're gonna prove ourselves with, that's how you get respect in the fight game. So, I'm excited to get in there with people that are ranked in the top 10 and, have their mark in boxing. And I'm looking to cement my legacy as well. A lot of juniors get knocked on. Oh, Bronny will never be his dad. No shit, we'll never be our dad, but the doors that are open to us, it's not our fault. It'd be worse if I didn't take advantage of it. So it's a double-edged sword, no matter how you look at it. I can't wait for the fight, April 12th, which is about 3 weeks away, and I'm excited, bro.
Outstanding. Marcus Hayes with Fight Hub TV here with the first air in the Royal Net Center. My guy,
you my guy.
Fernando Jr.
Absolutely.
As always, bro, we appreciate your time here at Fight Hub, my boy. Much love. Talk to you soon, doggy.
All right, bro.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.